Welcome to Deep Thought. Think your way to your life's desires. You think, the whole point of deep thought, I throw out different things, but it's just to get you to think. I don't really take a stand on too much on this channel. I'm not presenting a philosophy outside of just thinking about it. That's why I say, even in cases where you might disagree, just show me how you thinking about it when you're in your disagreement. That's all I'm asking. Don't do like some people did and they just disagreeing to disagree. And I'm like, that's unacceptable to me. Because, I ain't going to get into all of that. But I'm going to tell you what do you desire in your life? What do you want to do? Where do you want to live? What type of relationship that you want? Whether it's friendships, whether it's romantic relationships, what type of health do you want? Think about it. You think your way to it, because remember, everything starts in the mind. Now I know anybody who follows Hermetic philosophy, they'll get into that. But really, that's in any spiritual path. You still got to think. You just can't just roll along and expect stuff to happen for you. Whatever you want, you got to think. It's like luck. You create your own luck. You create it. Like if, somebody offers you this great job or something like that, right? You had to think your way to be in a position to be offered that. It wasn't just offered. You can't just sit in the house and think, or your home or wherever, and think this is just going to happen. Oh no, you have to think and you have to get out there. I've always told the story that day I had to get jobs. Now I was just looking for a job, but I had to get 2 jobs. Now one was at this African store that sold African goods, which I had walked by a couple times. But then another one was at this gym. Now I had to think about it. I was like, okay, need a job. Let me think. Oh, okay, that's a nice place. Let me go check that place out. Okay, did that, got the job, boom. But then I was thinking, I always spend time in gyms. Let me go over to this gym and see if they need people. And they needed somebody. As soon as I walked in, they said, oh yeah, we're looking for somebody. Got that job that day too. But I had to think my way to it. And those are just smaller things. If you're talking about relationships, like a lot of people have come over to this channel from my relationship channel. All right, well, are you thinking about what you're doing? If you want a certain type of person, all right, okay, you got to think, okay, where is this person at? Where is the type of person that would be ideal for me, my type? Where would they be at? And you have to think about it. You have to think about everything. What you want to do for success in life, what you want to do for a living. You have to think about it. You have to sit down and think, okay, what would I be good at? All right, how can I get a job in that position or career? Okay, well, I have to think about what kind of training do I want to get? Do I need to get? You got to think. Where do I have to go? You might have to move. Everything is thought. Everything is thought, no matter what. And see, if you're going through life thinking like you just going to get something lucky is going to happen to you, it probably won't. And I met plenty of people. They'll say, well, I wish I was a millionaire. I wish I was making this much money. Okay. What are you thinking about in order to get to that thing? Like, thinking is powerful because your body follows the mind. You got to think about it. What are you doing? What are you reading? Are you really thinking about the situation that you want to have? Let me use the relationship thing. Let me use it because everybody gets caught up into that. Everybody, one way or the other, gets caught up into that. Are you thinking about what you can do to get into a place where you could meet that ideal person for you, you know? Because it's more than just, oh, they're cute or something, you know? You might, hey, look, you might want somebody who's a reader or something like that. Okay. If you're thinking about it, maybe you go to the bookstores or libraries, things of that nature, book signings, something like that. Or if you want somebody who's just partying and everything, okay. You thinking about it, it's like, okay, where can I find party people? The club, you know? Or you thinking about you want somebody who's into business and everything. Okay, are you going to seminars? You know, where they talking about business? And they have a lot of them. They have a lot of them. Whatever the case, you know? Or are you thinking about you just want a good family? Okay, are you thinking about going places where they will be family type of people? You gotta think, okay. What are you doing? Like, even like where you living? Okay, you wanna live in an upscale place, okay. Are you thinking about how you can make money to get there? How you can fix your credit to get there? You know? Are you thinking about how you can get there? Like, no matter what, you have to think. You have to think. You can't just say, oh, okay, I hope this happens. It's like, okay, well, what can you do? See, I'm going to tell you the power of thinking. The power of thinking is you do have control over it. The power of thinking means you can plan something. Like, you can have a vision of that big, you know, that big house with a white picket fence. Okay, what are you doing to get that house? What are you doing? You know, are you thinking about the job, the credit, all of that? Think about it. Think about it. Because that's just going through life. Because if a person doesn't think, then they just floating along. They're at the mercy of others. And you don't want to be that, do you? You want to be in a position where you can always do the things that you want to do. And see, the beauty of thinking is you can control it. Yeah, you have others who try to control how you think, who try to influence you how to think. And hence influences out here and stuff. But at the end of the day, you still have to make a choice. You still have to think. Like, no matter what any influencer, including myself, might be saying, you have to think, okay, do I want to listen to this particular person? Do I want to listen to Uncle Rom or listen to this other person? Your thoughts, you know? I'm not holding a gun to your head, you know? I'm not in the audience in front of me. But you have to think, oh, okay, what Uncle Rom said there was good. Okay, Uncle Rom, he said something, it was decent there, but that's not for my particular situation. And it's no, hey, that's fair, as long as you're thinking about it. You're not just going along, all right? I want y'all to think about it. Think about what you desire in life. Think about the things that you want to do, all right? Hey, think on this. And I'll get back with y'all later, all right? Peace and blessings, y'all.